As you can see from my Google Docs, the words that I've written today from voice to text are 1,740 words altogether. As you can see, I'm just all writing in one document, so I've taken the words from other days and just put it all in. But 1,740 for today. So let's add those into Scrivener. Paste to match style. Today my words come from two different sections, from chapter 2, finishing it up, and then the beginning of chapter 3. I can't remember exactly where in here my definitive point was where I separated the two chapters, but it's there, it's somewhere. I'll have to figure it out later, along with fixing all of the spelling and grammar mistakes. Altogether, we have 1,747 words because I ended up writing a sentence in here earlier that equated for the last little 7 words. So there we are. That's what we're at for today. I know it's not 5K, but you know what? It was mental health day. So we did what we did. Okay, let's plop these words in here. 1747, feeling really good about it. And there we go. Would you look at that nice steady increase on the line? Today we will for sure be getting 2 badges. We crossed 25,000 words and we got the 14 days in a row. As you can see, they're right over there. But yeah, our line is steadily increasing. We're a couple words away from 2 days from now's word goal. I'm not going to work to try to fix that tonight or to achieve that tonight. We're still well ahead of the daily goal. So we'll keep that where it is. And so far, we're doing great. Today has been a day. It is day 14, and it is now the first day where I've started to feel a little bit of burnout. I had no motivation to write, no motivation to do really anything. The biggest thing that I got done today was clean my desk, which you can't see it, but I can. I can actually see how white it is, both surfaces. My desk is like a giant T shape. Kind of. There's like a long desk along this side, like a long desk in the middle. And before it was covered in clutter, which made sitting down in my writing space, which is like literally right here, right where I'm sitting right now, it made it very difficult to try to focus and get the words out on the screen. So by cleaning it, I feel better. I feel like all the clutter is gone. I have this free space to work and write. Even after I cleaned all of that, I still was not in a mood to write. Today's just been difficult. It's definitely an accumulation of the amount of time and energy that I've put into NaNoWriMo over the past 2 weeks. It's mainly scheduling, if I'm going to be honest with myself. The time that it takes to write, not only that, but to film the videos, to edit the videos, do all the stuff behind the scenes, and then to post it, and then to go to bed and redo it all the next day. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of me. And I'm starting to feel a little bit of the burnout. So that's why today's writing did not come easy. I did the voice to text writing again today because it was honestly the easiest way for me to get the words out. If I had to sit and type at my computer, I don't think I would have completed the daily goal for today, and I would have forfeited the daily PAR badge. The main forms of the inspiration that I turned to today were a couple of songs that I've listened to over the past month that have really inspired the story. So there's about 3 or 4 of them. I also have a private Pinterest board where I have a whole bunch of inspiration photos, things that the characters would do, different locations, different settings, things like that that inspire the story. I took a look through there, listened to the music, and just tried to get in the headspace. One of the things I noticed has been especially difficult for me this time around is when I am using the speech to text options, I tend to forget a lot of what I am writing. As it's just flowing out of my mouth, it keeps going, it keeps moving, but I'm not as connected to the text as I would traditionally be when I'm typing it out on the computer or on the keyboard. It's definitely been helpful to go back to reread and kind of edit as I'm doing it, just to make sure that I understand what I've written and understand where I'm going with the next writing session. As you saw, I am now on chapter 3. This chapter is in the other main character's perspective, so I want to make sure that when I'm writing this chapter, I do really think about how I have developed this character so far and how I intend on making this character appear throughout the rest of the novel. This character is the one who appeared in the first book, although they weren't a main character, they were still a side character. They still had lines in that book and they were quite heavily featured. So now this time around, since we're seeing it through their perspective, I want to make sure I'm getting an accurate representation of that character and building upon the character I developed in the first book. I think for tomorrow or whenever I come back to write this chapter, if I do write it chronologically, I will end up typing like on my keyboard as I write, just to make sure that I'm fully connected with that character and I know what their perspective is going to read like. It's a little bit easier to write from the new character's perspective when I am talking to text because I understand it in my head. But for this other character, since it's a little bit more developed, I want to make sure I'm getting it right. All right, that's going to be it for me today. That's all I have the mental capacity to share with you. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I do have quite a bit of a long day for tomorrow, quite a bit of a commute. So we'll see what kind of writing and kind of ideas I come up with tomorrow. But that's it for me today. So I will see you then. Until tomorrow, happy writing. Bye. Nobody asked for it, but here's my little desk tour. So as you can see, we have a long desk here and a little short desk, almost in the shape of a T. This is where I sit and I film all of my videos, right in front of my bookshelves. This is the main desk where we get the writing done. My chair, my long desk has my laptop, my writing implements, my monitor, my hard drives, my candelabras, an extra lamp for lighting. Of course, we have the main monitor and my lovely little selfie lamp. Love this. It has a tripod attachment to it. But just for good measure, I have my old handy dandy tripod right here. But yeah, that's my desk.